Then I saw her face. I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind.
Neil Diamond is a living legend, a Grammy winner who sold 120 million records. Now, the musical based on his incredible career comes to Broadway this fall.
No, not if I try.
I got the chance to catch up with Tony nominee Will Swenson, who's bringing the story of an undeniable great to life every night in A Beautiful Noise. Let's jump in and talk about it. So, Neil Diamond, it feels like it could be daunting, but you are handling it effortlessly, it seems.
Yeah, performing Neil Diamond as Neil Diamond in front of Neil Diamond is one of the more bizarre things I've ever done.
Well, that's what I want to ask you. This has to be different from so many of the other shows, so many TV shows and on Broadway, but how is this one different?
I mean, I've never played somebody who was living before and somebody that people know so well. Like everybody knows his songs and his mannerisms and his sound. So to not nail it, people are going to be like, that's wrong. I can check the YouTube and he doesn't move like that. He doesn't sound like that. So it's a little daunting.
No pressure, right?
Yeah, no pressure.
Big fan of Neil Diamond?
Huge.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, legit. My dad's favorite singer of all time.
Oh, wow.
Just was on a loop in our house growing up. There was, we had an autographed picture of Neil Diamond hanging in our garage. So it was just like in my bones before I even started.
Wow, but that's incredible, right? That's
Yeah.
an incredible way to do it. So you already knew at least the songs, at least
sure.
a lot of the songs.
For sure, yeah.
You did perform with him though, right? Fenway Park?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Can we talk about that?
We
Because
can talk
I can't.
about it.
Even gives me chills, and I wasn't even there.
It was nuts. I mean, Boston people love Neil Diamond, and they sing Sweet Caroline at every single Red Sox game. And when Neil was in town, they asked him if he'd go, and he was like, yeah, bring the cast. And so we showed up and we sang Sweet Caroline with Neil at Fenway. It was incredible.
Touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba. Cause I've never seen so good. So good, so good, so good.
Why did they do that? Why is that the song that they've chosen? Do you know? I
think,
don't know the
there's
history.
a few different versions of the story. I think they started playing it and then they started winning when they played it, so they thought it was good luck. And then Neil came and sang after the marathon bombing in Boston. He came and sang again to sort of cheer up the town, and they loved it, so they love him, and now that's just a staple of the games.
So for you, standing there with him and performing that song, is there anything you've learned about him now that you're actually knowing the person, not just, him as a...
Yeah, just that it's in his bones. Just like the minute they pushed play on the track to start singing, he just like stepped in, which is like where it began. You just saw like the years of him singing that song and understanding how to work a crowd. It was just kind of awesome to watch him step into that spotlight.
Do you feel like you're doing that? You're doing that every time you rehearse or every time you're there? But I mean, try to bring that part of it.
I hope so. I hope that's the challenge, I guess. But yeah, I mean, trying to emulate him and bring his energy and his sound and his passion is the challenge. But hopefully, I'm getting it down.
I love seeing so many of these shows now on Broadway about real people, whether you were talking about, whoever it is. There've been so many, obviously MJ the Musical, most recent, but I think there's something special about that. I don't know if it's something that we need right now. I don't know if it's because we need to have that, those songs, music changes us, obviously, we know that. And it brings us back and it moves us forward. Do you think that that's why that has become so popular on Broadway?
It could be. I mean, they're inspiring stories of success. Neil's is in particular really inspiring, and he wrote so many joyous songs, and that's certainly in short supply these days. So I think people are thrilled to come and have that nostalgia of all the joyous moments that those songs have been associated with them throughout their lives, and then our stories told in a really artful, moving way to kind of understand what Neil went through and how he came out on top, and that's inspiring as well.
I feel like you've moved from one project to another. You had a few months to rest,
I
right?
hope so, I hope.
How's your lovely wife?
She's great. She's busier than I am.
Yes. What is she working on? Are you working on anything together?
She's shooting that HBO show, the Gilded Age. They're shooting the second season of that right now, yeah.
Netflix, you've had a lot going on there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what is that experience versus the stage? I mean, those are two very different you know.
Yeah, man, to be an actor and to do those two different things, it feels like different universes. It's so different. It's a much more technical kind of version of the craft. You don't get to tell the story in line, but you can, there's a lot more special effects to be able to tell crazier stories, and it's fun. It's just different. It's a ball, but I think of it as math for actors.